Hello everyone, let's go to the 134th example. Do a function that takes a value n and return the value of the sum of the first n terms of the series. S will be equal to 0 plus 1 divided by the factorial of 2 plus 2 divided by 4, the factor of 4 plus 3 divided by factor of 6 and 4 divided by factor of 8, and then keep going. The code must also declare a function that computes the factor, and it is used by the function of the series. So let's go to the program and see what is happening here. First of all, I am including the library stdio.h, which allows us to use the basic functions of the C language, such as printf and scanf. Here I am making a comment of the two functions that we will be used on this code, the long int factorial int x with the long int, which returns a huge integer, and every time I call the name factorial, we'll call the function factory, and we will need to feed this function with an integer x. For example, this double serie int n, so we'll return a double value serie. Every time I call serie, we will need to feed with a normal integer. So let's go to the main and understand what is happening here. The int n is the parameter of the amount of times that this serie will happen. So if I type 3, will be equal to 1, 2, and 3. So 3 times. 4, 5, and keep going. So this printf is asking you to enter an integer, and this scanf will store the value that you type. The answer will be equal to serie n. So the long int factorial is the key of our function serie, because int I double serie equal to 0. I is equal to 0, I has to be slower than n, and every time this for loop runs, the value of I will be increased by 1. So the serie will be equal to the serie plus double, this is just a cast, because the value is an integer, and then I will cast for a double value, just to organize the things. And the long int factorial of I times 2. When I call factorial of I times 2 is what I need, because this is the, for example, this is the first time, so I times 2 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 2 is 6, 4 times 2 is 8 as the positions. So in the function we will set the long int factorial equal to 1 and int I. So the I is equal to 1, the I has to be slower or equal to x, and every time this for loop runs, the value of I will be increased by 1. So the factorial will be equal to the factorial times I, and then we will return the factorial. And when this for loop ends, we will return the serie. So let's go to the program and see what is happening here. Enter an integer. Let's put just 2. 0.5. So as you can see, 1 divided by 2 is 0.5. 3. 0.58. So 1 divided by 2 is 0.5, and 2 divided by 12, 24, 1 divided by 12. So this is, I think this is the correct way. And then, for example, 10. The difference is minimal. When the a bigger value will return a small difference. As you can see, to 10 for 20 don't have a lot of difference. So Thank you for your attention. Link for the script is on the video description and subscribe for regular content.